When the resource estimate comes out, we'll be optimizing it at a $3,500 gold price, but using mining and processing costs that are reflective of where our pre-feed study is.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Proactive Studio. I'm Jonathan Jackson, and joining me now is Astral Resources Managing Director Mark de Clare to discuss strong gold recoveries at the Mandilla Gold Project in Western Australia. Mark, it's good to see you.
Likewise, thanks for having us on, Jonathan.
It's always a pleasure. Now, some really good results today from Mandilla at the Theia Prospect. Can you talk us through those results and what that tells you about the project?
Yeah, so look, we've had historically some very good metallurgy results from Theia, and we did this latest round of test work just to give us an understanding of the variability across the deposit. So we collected 234 samples, which are from previous photon analysis, and we sorted them into 6 sections that represented the length of the Theia ore body and subjected them to test work. And the results were exceptional. I mean, 87% gravity recovery, 98% overall recovery, achieved it inside 24 hours and with pretty low cyanide consumption and with a coarse grind. So, yeah, we're happy with those results.
Yeah, as you said, really good results there, and they feed into the updated mineral resources estimate that's coming. Can you talk us through how that's progressing and when that's due?
Yeah, so we've got the models have been handed over to us by Cube Consulting. We're now going through the process of running some pit optimizations using the latest cost assumptions that we've got, given that we're in the process of putting forward this pre-feed. So we've got a number of mining contract cost submissions. We haven't picked the cheapest, we picked the midpoint, and we'll run those through. So when the resource estimate comes out, we'll be optimizing it at a $3,500 gold price, but using mining and processing costs that are reflective of where our pre-feed study is.
And sorry, Mark, can you talk us through that pre-feasibility study as well? And because that's due shortly after, there's not much time between them.
Yeah, so the mineral resource should be in the next 2 weeks by the time we're actually in a position to put that out, and we're still focused on delivering the pre-feasibility for the June quarter. And I think what's important for the audience to start to realize is that our previous resource estimate, we were at 1.27 million ounces across Mandilla, and that was estimated at $2,500 gold price. For the pre-feasibility, we're using $3,000 gold price for those resource estimate. For the optimizations for the pre-fees, and in that scenario, $3,000 gold price for those optimizations versus 2.5 for the mineral resource. You can see a scenario where almost all of those previous mineral resources are going to mine and come into the pre-fees. So there's going to be a substantial change in the scale of that pre-fees, and we're still very much focused on delivering that in the June quarter of this year.
And you've got a lot going on with other things as well. The takeover of Maximus Resources continues. How's that coming along?
I think we're at 72% as of this morning. I mean, look, we're getting steady acceptances coming through, so we're hopeful that we'll be able to move to that 90% threshold in a reasonably quick period of time. I mean, the offer ends on Friday at close of business, and we expect to have some significant movement by then.
What does that give you?
In terms of this transaction, I mean, it adds 330,000 ounces. Look, we'll go through a process as to whether we look to restate those resources using our most recent cost assumptions and see where that lies. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't make a significant change to the pre-feasibility other than it gives us the opportunity to relax some of our infrastructure over the Maximus tenure. And then there's just really the upside that those resources present going into the future, because I think our pre-feas is going to be looking at mining for 15 years and processing for 20. That's the sort of scale of the business that the pre-feas is going to potentially provide for us come this June quarter. So then we'd look to explore at that on that Maximus tenure and see if we can displace some of the lower grade ounces sometime during that journey.
And just finally, the more drilling activities are planned as well. Feysville will come into view again. Can you talk us through what we can expect to see from the company next?
Yeah, look, we've got 3 diamond holes for Camperman that we expect to put into the market in the next couple of weeks. We've just finished an air core program testing a couple of structures at Feysville. Those results Well, we've only just got those samples into the lab, so there's probably still at least 3 to 4 weeks before we'll be reporting those. And the RC program, 46 holes or something are planned, and that'll be starting around, I think we'll mobilise the drill early next week, and we'll start that drill program. So certainly plenty of activity at Feysville, lots of activities also at Mandilla as we work on the pre-fees and finalising this mineral resource estimate.
Plenty to look forward to. Mark, thanks for your time today.
Cheers. Thanks, Jonathan. Take care.